Welcome to Challenge Your Brain, the channel that asks the questions others avoid and explores the answers that matter. If you're ready to see the world a little differently, you're in the right place. Let's dive deep. Let's start with the science. As humans, we're wired to recognize patterns, to categorize, sort, and simplify. This helped our ancestors survive. Is that animal dangerous? Is this food poisonous? Is this person part of my group? Our brains still operate this way. Psychologists call it cognitive economy, our tendency to simplify complex information to make quicker decisions. This includes recognizing familiar faces, accents, clothing styles, or even micro-expressions. It's not inherently racist, it's biologically efficient. But here's the problem. When that pattern recognition gets applied to people, especially across racial, cultural, or ethnic lines, it can turn into assumptions, which then become biases. But once we attach value, good or bad, to those patterns, it becomes prejudice. And when that prejudice influences how we treat people, that's racism. For example, a person of colour walks into a high-end store and is followed by security. A resume with an ethnic-sounding name is 50% less likely to get a callback than one with a white-sounding name. Algorithms trained on biased data identify darker-skinned faces less accurately. These aren't conscious acts of hate. They're unconscious biases, shaped by years of cultural exposure, media influence, and, yes, flawed pattern recognition. But here's the thing. Just because a pattern exists doesn't mean it's ethical to act on it. Imagine if doctors refused care based on the average behaviour of a demographic, or if teachers punished students based on the statistical likelihood of underperformance. That's not intelligence. That's lazy thinking, and it's dangerous. Here's my take. Racism and pattern recognition aren't the same thing, but they're connected, because unchecked pattern recognition can evolve into racism. What we need is self-awareness plus ethical judgment. You can acknowledge that your brain forms patterns. That's human. But the moment you let those patterns dictate how you treat others, that's where you need to pause, reflect, and, yes, challenge your brain. This is especially true in an age of AI and big data. Machines are trained to recognize patterns. But if they're trained on biased data, they'll automate discrimination at scale. Whether we're a person or a program, we need to ask, does this pattern serve justice? Or just reinforce stereotypes? What do you think? Is there a fine line between recognizing a pattern and reinforcing a prejudice? And how do we train ourselves and our systems to choose ethics over assumptions? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for joining us on Challenge Your Brain. If this episode sparked something in you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready for a deeper conversation. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep challenging the obvious.